Hey, it's Randy Hartz here from Complete Fitness, and today I want to teach you 3 steps to breaking through any fat loss plateau. Now, in a perfect world, you'd go on your nutrition plan and you'd be exercising and doing all the things necessary to take you from where you're at to where you want to go. And ideally, you'd be dropping 1 pound to 2 pounds of body fat each and every week, and you'd go from your starting weight to your goal weight with no plateaus in the middle. But if you've ever done any nutrition plans or if you've ever done any diets in the past, you know that that's not always the case. So I'm going to give you 3 steps here that you can take action with and break through any of those plateaus that you're having. The first thing is I want you to take and check your compliance and just raise your accountability level. So what do I mean by that? Take and log in a food journal or MyFitnessPal or whatever it is that you use. If you've been guesstimating the last few weeks or maybe eyeballing the amount of calories that you're taking in or the food that you're eating on a daily basis, get back into MyFitnessPal or write out in a hand journal exactly what you've been doing. Write out what you did yesterday and what you do today and for the next few days so that you've got certainty. And that right there might fix it, because you might have just drifted and you might be eating more calories than you thought you were, and that right there might fix it. Now, if it doesn't fix it, and you're already compliant there, the second thing we need to do is we've got to reestablish our calorie deficit, okay? So in the end, we've always got to take in a little bit less calories than our body needs, and we've got to do that over time, and that will result in fat loss. We don't want to go too much because our body will actually burn lean muscle tissue and hold on to stored body fat. So there's a little bit of a delicate balance, but if you find that you are compliant with step 1, step 2 is to reestablish that calorie deficit. You can do that a few different ways. Number 1, you can simply exercise a little bit more. So it might be adding an additional cardio session in per week. Let's say you're getting in the gym 3 or 4 times a week or doing whatever exercise you're doing. Add 1 additional cardio session in per week. Do that for a couple weeks and see if that kicks it in, or bump your intensity level up a little bit and see what happens there. The second thing you could do is you could decrease your calories just a little bit each and every day. Maybe create a 100 to 150 calorie deficit every day and see what happens there. See if that kicks things in. And start with, you know, if you're eating any processed or refined foods, start there. We always tell people you want to eat lean, green, and marine. That means you want to get your lean protein, your vegetables, your good healthy fats like from fish oils and so forth in, and maintain those. But again, start with cutting out a little bit of those starchy or processed and refined carbohydrates first, okay? Or you could do a combination of both of those. You could bump your exercise up a little bit and decrease your calories a little bit, and that would create that deficit also. So it's kind of up to you. I'm a bigger believer in, I like to eat, so I would maybe do a little bit of extra exercise or up my intensity and go about it that way. But again, it's up to you. Now, the third thing you can do, and this is very unconventional, meaning it won't make sense, you could actually take a break from the nutrition plan for a full week. And by taking a break, I just mean you go back up to your maintenance level of calories. So if you're at a deficit of maybe 300 or 400 calories per day, add those back in for a full week, and that will kickstart your metabolism. Now, this is not a license for you to go out and hit Dairy Queen and Pizza Hut and just have a free-for-all for that week. It's not a license for that whatsoever. Now, I will tell you, you may gain a pound or 2 because your body's gonna store some of the extra glycogen in the muscle tissue, and that's gonna bring water weight along with it, but you're not gonna store fat in that week, okay? But again, it's gonna stimulate your metabolism, and another big factor is mentally, you come off that nutrition plan or that diet that you've been on, and it just kind of gives you a break and a reprieve. And then after a week or so, you go back on the plan that you were doing before, you cut back down, and man, you've broken through that fat loss plateau, and you're back losing that 1 to 2 pounds of body fat each and every week, and again, until you reach those goals. So those are 3 tips or 3 steps that you can take to break through that fat loss plateau. Now, if you need help with this, I will post a link along with this video where you can get in touch with us and set up a consultation. We'll go through your goals, and we'd love to coach you in these healthy habits and the exercise part and help you go from where you're at to where you want to go in the least amount of time possible. But if not, I hope this helps. I hope it added value to you. Take action with it. That's the most important thing here. And with that, have a great day.